You're watching WNEP TV 16. We're proud to serve all of northeastern and central Pennsylvania. Now, live from the news station, this is Newswatch 16. WNEP proudly presents the Newswatch 16 team, the #1 source of news and information in northeastern and central Pennsylvania. This is Newswatch 16 at 11.
Christians celebrate Easter Sunday, the resurrection of Jesus Christ. That's our top story tonight. Good evening and happy Easter. I'm Susan Hausman. It was a day of great joy for Christians. Here in Old Forge, the faithful gathered at St. Stanislaus to celebrate Christ rising from the dead with the promise of eternal life. Christians consider Easter the holiest day of the year. In Luzerne County, more than 100 people gathered for an Easter Sunday they'll never forget. Newswatch 16's Tom Burnett reports members of the Faith Assembly of God Church are counting their blessings even after fire took their church from them.
He is not here. He is risen.
This Easter sunrise service is held outdoors because little is left of the church that burned to the ground on Good Friday. There's no altar, no pews, and just portable music. Despite the hardship, spirits run high as the sun peeks out on worshipers.
I'm really joyous. There's, of course, mixed feelings, but overall joyous that the church, the people are still here. The building may be gone, but it's a joyous occasion.
The suspicious fire that swallowed up Faith Assembly of God is only causing more determination and bonding among parishioners. They say it doesn't take spoken words to realize the power of Jesus that backs them.
Well, when I came to the site, when it was done burning, I thought it was very significant that I saw the two crosses was all that was still standing, and that it burned right down to the tip of the cross but did not touch the cross.
It's just like how Pastor said, the body of Christ is coming together.
Lord, right now, we just reclaim this land in the mighty name of Jesus Christ, that it might be used for the glory of God. This is your ground, your land, your city.
Pastor Adams tells church members that Jesus said there would be troubles in life. Adams only hopes this will make his parish bigger and stronger. Members of the parish say this is just an obstacle along the way, and they leave here today with happy thoughts. They say hopefully within the next few months they'll be rebuilding their house of God. Tom Burnett, Newswatch 16, Luzerne County.
In Alabama, tornado survivors marked Easter at their devastated church near Piedmont. Parishioners of Goshen United Methodist Church held sunrise services in the ruins where 20 people died in a Palm Sunday storm. The Reverend Kelly Clem lost a daughter. She said there's no place she'd rather be today. Pope John Paul II reflected on the troubled state of the family and world peace in his Easter message. The Pope spoke to 60,000 people from the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica. The Pope said he hopes the joy of Easter will lead to peace in Jerusalem, as well as the Balkans and Africa. In Jerusalem, pilgrims and tourists converged on the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. But Christian Palestinians in the occupied lands could not celebrate Easter in Jerusalem. Israeli security restrictions prevented it. The first family attended Easter services in Washington this morning. The service was disrupted by an AIDS protester who shouted, "Save your prayers for Bill Clinton." Later in the day, President Clinton declared tomorrow a national day of reconciliation. He says he wants to honor Easter, Passover, and the 26th anniversary of the slaying of Martin Luther King Jr. Find out about the Pants Bandit later on Newswatch 16. Plus, wait until you see where this bear decided to hibernate. And it may be a while before we see sights like this, but we'll take you to the nation's capital for a preview. And Paul's in for Mark this Easter Sunday.
It won't be too much longer till we see the sunshine again.
Oh, I hope so.
We have a week of changes coming up, Susan, and we'll try to sort that all out for you in just a moment. But you're watching Newswatch 16 on WNEP TV, and we're proud to serve, there it is, Dalton, and all of Lackawanna County.
Please leave a message after the tone.
This is Mr. Jones of the First National County Bank regarding your delinquent account.
This is Acme Finance Company. We've sent you a number of past due notices.
Hi, this is A1 Mortgage calling.
Are you having financial problems? Maybe it's time you called Consumer Credit Counseling Service. Our counseling is free and confidential. We can work with your creditors to help you solve your debt problems. Call Consumer Credit Counseling Service today.
Regis and Kathy Lee have so much in store this week on Live. Monday, the rhinestone cowboy himself, Glenn Campbell, talks about the ups and downs of his country career. And he was half of the most successful brother-sister duo in music history, Richard Carpenter. Plus, from supermodel to movie star, Andy McDowell talks about 4 weddings and a funeral. Later in the week, Antonio from Wings, Tony Shalhoub, and Kirstie Alley. So join Regis and Kathy Lee all week for Live.
Tomorrow at 9, followed by Vicky.
On the next Crusaders, child molesters are reaching right into your home through your child's computer.
Most of my victims were ages 6 through 15.
The Crusaders show you how to protect your family. Then, a woman with a deadly disease wants to meet the mother she never knew.
The reason that I'm searching for you? Because I have cancer?
The Crusaders' intense search leads to a heartwarming reunion you'll never forget. Now there's someone on your side.
Tonight on WNEP.
Official opening of Cherry Blossom Week.
For the first time in several years, Washington's cherry blossoms are cooperating with the Cherry Blossom Festival. Today, the traditional opening ceremony and lantern lighting kicked off the 1994 festival. Japan's ambassador and the embassy princess lighted the 300-year-old Japanese stone lantern. And we see some buds coming up around here. Hopefully it will be soon that the flowers will be blooming, Paul, and sunshine.
It may be a week or so behind schedule, I'd have to suspect, Susan, because of all the snow that we had this winter, which kept temperatures a little bit colder than average as well. But you'll see it, signs of spring popping up all around, although later on this week I think we'll start to feel more of the chill of winter. It has been a wet, very wet afternoon and evening, just as we had predicted, and in the rain gauge we picked up nearly a ½ inch of rain, so we'll put that in the record books. Tomorrow, though, will be a dry day. Let's check out our numbers for you. Today, we had a little burst of sunshine during the morning that helped mild things up. Right now, it's getting chilly, 38 degrees. Relative humidity still up there at 90% with some areas of dense fog over the mountains. The wind, though, north at 10 miles per hour. That's the reason why we have the change, because when you see the almanac, you'll see that we had a high temperature today of 61 degrees in this backyard. 38 the current temperature and the low for the day. Normals are 53 and 34. Weather watcher to the north, up in Susquehanna County, Fran Parkinson from Herrick Center. Colder air has brought in a few light snow flurries up there, 29 degrees. You'll find temperatures in the 20s to the north. Now we'll take a look at the live Doppler radar, and we'll show you that while we had a lot of coverage this evening at 6 o'clock, most of the precipitation has ended. You notice I don't have an umbrella out here right now because it ended about an hour ago. Still some areas of light rain and maybe a little bit of light snow tossed in the higher elevations, but mostly now to the east of Scranton-Wilkes-Barre, right along the Delaware River. That's moving to the east. Right now we're looking at some areas of leftover fog and cloudy skies. That'll clear out right around daybreak tomorrow. Now the rain was a pretty significant one. It could have been worse. We could have had an inch or two, and that would have made the rivers even worse, but we'll check out some of the river levels, and these are expected crests. It'll be just below flood stage from Towanda down through Wilkes-Barre. Monday morning, 15 to 16-foot crest in Towanda. It's about 14 feet now. Cresting at about 21 to 22 feet in Wilkes-Barre with flood stage at 22 feet. Although keep in mind, if you live in the flats down around Plains, once you get above 15 or 16 feet, it starts to slop a little bit over the edges. So a very minor flooding down just south of Wilkes-Barre. But again, it'll stay just below the main flood stage, which is 22 feet. Danville coming in at 18 to 19 feet. That's below flood stage. And the crest will be at Sunbury on Tuesday morning. Now here's the cold front, the culprit for all of this. It's moving off with the rain as well. Left over some fog and just a few scattered snow flurries. Look at the cold temperatures. Binghamton, 30 degrees. It's still in the 50s down over southern Pennsylvania. Now temperatures tonight will stay in the 30s. And then tomorrow, though, with the clearing skies, we'll see a nice rebound. So let's check out the satellite view for you this evening. And this is what we have coming up. Looking for the clouds and the precipitation. You can see it moving in as we went through the day today. Dumped about 2 inches of snow in Buffalo, New York, so pretty significant up that way, but clearing skies behind it. And out to the west, out across the Pacific, our next storm is now gathering strength. It'll be coming in here on Wednesday, but you can see now beginning to take shape. There's the moisture. Watch this moisture right here. This is going to come funneling up into the northeastern quadrant of the U.S. come Wednesday, and that'll be a wet storm for us. But Let's check out tomorrow's weather map. No problems. It'll be a beautiful day. Plenty of sunshine moving in, clearing out the clouds right around daybreak. Temperatures will be in the 50s. But the jet stream taking a big turn this week, making the Arctic connection. It'll bring the storm up from the south. It'll start as rain on Wednesday. It'll be mild for the first part of the week, the winds coming up from the south. But then on Thursday, we may still have enough moisture still along the coast, maybe even a little secondary storm kicking up, and colder air coming in could mean an elevation snow event, maybe a couple of inches of snow in the high terrain. I don't think it'll be in the valleys, but maybe in the high terrain come Thursday. We'll keep our close eye on that for you. But dry weather early this week, beautiful. Stormy by midweek with the change of rain, possibly to snow for the higher elevations, and warm temperatures tomorrow and Tuesday. It'll be up near 60 or even better than 60, but much colder come Thursday. Let's check out the forecast now. Looking for sunshine tomorrow over Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, up to about 59 degrees in the afternoon after starting out in the 30s. Up to the north, the northern tier will be in the mid-50s. Mashopin starting out at 32 degrees in the morning, sunshine. The Poconos, another beautiful day, sunshine, mild, 57. So you can see everybody's really going to share in this tomorrow. It'll be up into the 60s in the Lehigh Valley, and the same thing out across central Pennsylvania, up to about 65 degrees. Sunrise and sunset coming up. Looking for sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:42, and sunset now with daylight savings time just after 7:30. So here's the rest of the forecast, and it kind of goes like this. Just cloudy skies, remainder of tonight with fog, clearing around daybreak, temperatures holding where they are right now in the 30s. Sunshine, mild tomorrow, 58 degrees. We'll start out partly sunny on Tuesday. It'll be warm up into the 60s. And the next storm arriving on Wednesday, turning colder, 50 degrees, and that rain could change to snow on Thursday in the higher elevations. Temperatures, whoa, 40 degrees. Doesn't feel very April-like come Thursday.
I'll tell you, I thought we heard the last of snow. What are you talking about?
I'll tell you, we just can't seem to keep this warm air in here for, any length of time. But, give it a little bit of time. I'm sure it'll come back.
Okay, thanks, Paul.
Okay.
A man's faucet runs dry and he can barely believe what's to blame. The story is coming up next on the news station. And a Hollywood actress and consumer advocate dies.
There's something for everyone on cable TV. What's your choice? Call your local cable company today.
Hi, it's Mom again from Fred Schuler Nissan. You and your snow shovel are worn out from this crazy winter. So imagine how tired your car is. After sliding through record snowfall, it may never be the same. Solution? Trade it on a new Nissan. Special spring pricing could bring the cost of your car low enough to let you afford a snowblower or a Florida vacation. Every new Nissan comes with our famous customer service. Stop in today at Fred Schuler Nissan, Wilkes-Barre.
Pennsylvania Outdoor Life. It's the only game in town. Pennsylvania Outdoor Life, Sunday at 6:30.
Take your morning break with Vicky tomorrow at 10 on WNEP TV.
Imagine sharing your home with a wild animal. One Monroe County man never dreamed he would, and now he can barely believe what's living under his house. Newswatch 16's Amy Kellogg has the story.
When a mama bear and her cub take up residence under a Coolbaugh Township man's home, they leave the owner not scared but thirsty. You see the bear curled up in this crawl space to hibernate and have her cub, and like to curl her paws around this water valve. She shut off the water supply in Cuthbert Holder's house several times over the winter. He thought he had frozen pipes when unsuspecting plumbers discovered a bear down here. It knocked the door off this opening and snuck in. Since this is no job for plumbers, the Game Commission steps in. Actually crawls in to tranquilize the bear, with little success at first.
In this case today, we darted her, she charged us, and we played cat and mouse under there for a while. And of course, you saw her come out, and she turned around and decided that she didn't like you guys either, so she went back in again.
Coming back in.
Come back in.
The second try successful. The bear's tags are checked for the commission's records, and the water goes back on. The valve will be wired down, and the bears left to their devices. The Game Commission says the bears won't harm anyone and should quietly leave the crawl space and the neighborhood in a few weeks. But first, the cubs brought out for tagging. You could call this a rude awakening. The man who owns the house has nothing against the animals. In fact, they seem to become friends.
I have no hard feelings against anything. We all have to live on this planet together, and this is the way things go.
The whole family meets the cub, the new neighbor.
And my daughter, when she grows up, she could say, when I was a kid, my grandfather had bears in his house.
This little baby cub is too small to be out in the woods now and too small to be separated from her mother. So once the Game Commission is finished processing her, she'll go back into her den under the house, where she'll live with her mother until the two of them are ready to venture into the woods. Amy Kellogg, Newswatch 16, Coolbot Township.
Call him the Pants Bandit. Police in Wilkes-Barre are looking for a man who stole a teenager's shorts in Parsons Park today. The 14-year-old boy tells police he was playing basketball when a man with a knife demanded he take off his blue gym shorts. The boy obliged, and the bandit got away with the shorts that are worth about 25 bucks. Woolworth Corporation says its chairman and another top executive are temporarily stepping down. The moves come less than a week after the store chain reported an internal probe into accounting irregularities. The two officers are stepping down pending the conclusion of the investigation. Both men deny any wrongdoing. Consumer reporter and actress Betty Furness has died at the age of 78. Furness was a consumer reporter for NBC's Today Show from 1976 to 1992. Early in her career, Furness was a movie actress. She first gained fame selling Westinghouse refrigerators. Furness went on to become President Johnson's consumer advocate in 1967. Furness died in a New York hospital. She was suffering from stomach cancer. When we come back on the news station, move over Easter Bunny. This parade is going to the dogs. And an Easter tradition loved by generations.
The Music Box Players will present the 1965 Tony Award-winning musical, The Man from La Mancha, The Impossible Dream. Performances start on April the 8th. Reserve your dinner show or show-only tickets by calling 283-2195. The Man from La Mancha, The Impossible Dream at the Music Box Dinner Playhouse in Sawyerville, the tiny theater that made Sawyerville famous.
They'll change their appearance.
Oh, come on, it's not so. Shut up.
They'll change their behavior.
Be yourselves, okay? Can do, Kenny.
But some things will never change.
Then at 7:30, when the temperature drops, tensions heat up.
Get the hell out of my bed.
A cold snap brings out the family warmth.
No.
Friends become strange bedfellows.
Sister, did you hear that sound? Yeah, and as long as I'm in my own bed, I'll do what I want.
Tomorrow beginning at 7 on WNEP.
We've seen your caps on the road, and they look great.
That's the comment from the people at Keystone Manufacturing. Truck caps and accessories here all the time. Keystone Manufacturing is the area's largest Lear dealer in aluminum and fiberglass truck caps. Keystone Manufacturing offers you free installation, Lear's lifetime warranty, plus custom fit and color match. So dress up your truck and protect the bed while adding value to your vehicle with a Lear cap from Keystone Manufacturing. Truck caps and accessories. Route 6 Tunkhannock at the bottom of Mile Hill.
Carl takes up cooking, and Mike has a big announcement tomorrow on WNEP.
Jim's here with sports. I understand Darryl Strawberry's missing. He didn't show up for a game today?
Yeah, an exhibition game with the Angels. The Dodgers haven't seen or heard of him all day. They are concerned, but, Darryl actually has been missing for 2 years in the lineup. Nobody knows it. We're hoping he's okay, and he'll show up tomorrow with a perfectly good excuse why he wasn't there. But baseball, yes, the '94 season got underway this evening in Cincinnati. The Reds won't celebrate the traditional home opener until tomorrow afternoon. Are you confused? Well, it's understandable when Reds owner Marge Schott is in charge. They'll celebrate everything tomorrow. Half full at Riverfront Stadium. First batter, Ray Langford goes deep off of Jose Rio, and yes, that makes sense. St. Louis leads 1-0. Tied at 3 in the fourth, and Bob Tewksbury, the pitcher, burning Roberto Kelly to left center field. 2-run score, and at that point, it's a 5-3 lead for the Cardinals. A lot of guys left on base for Cincinnati. Ozzie Smith with the defense. Yeah, the Wizards showing his stuff. Cincinnati coming up short to St. Louis, and the Cardinals with the best record in baseball. They win at 6-4. The Easter tradition between the 76ers and Celtics is losing some steam. The great players have retired. The playoffs are not coming up, and the fans are not